Hello guys, welcome to C4C Code for Change. Let's get started.
In this video, we are going to see about Pascal triangles. So what is this Pascal triangle means? So see here, you can find one values in the edges. So in the middle, you can find the addition of about two values. So see here, this is in the first row 1. So in the second row 1 and here it is 1. So edges as I have said, this is 1. So here this 1 and 1 will be added and here we will get 2. So see here 1 and 2 will be added and here we will be getting 3. So here this 2 and 1 will be added and we are getting 3. So this 3 and 1 will be added, here we are getting 4. This 3 and this 3 will be getting added and here we are getting 6. So likewise we are going to print. So this is a pattern, pyramid pattern, as I have said previously. So this is a pyramid pattern and the logic for it we are using are this one. So this is not the same logic we are going to use for this. So we are just changing 3 to 4 statements. Okay, we are just adding 3 to 4 statements to print these values within that pattern. Okay, so what is the logic we are going to use here? So as I have said previously, we are going to add so before row values, that we are not going to use it here because so if we use that logic we cannot perform all the operations here. So that's why we are going to perform some different logic here. So let us see here. So just these are the values which I have taken in the form of tabular format. Okay, the first row contains one value and the second row contains two values. So likewise I have taken. So in the edges I have taken one values, that is nothing but so for every each new row we are printing 1. Okay, so for every each new row we are printing 1. Okay, again for ending of each row we are printing 1. So now we have get, now we want to print so the between values, that is these values. So something these values we are going to we want to print. So now how we are going to get these values? Okay, see here, this 2 is getting after addition of this 1. Okay, okay, let us take like this. So this one is getting, so see here, so this is the second row. So its value is 2, but it is not stuck second row, it's actually third row, but its actual value is 2. So that is we are printing the row value. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just divide it with 1. So 2 by 1 it is generally 2. Okay, so now after doing that I want to do, so for the next value what I will do, so I will take 2 as it is and I will multiply with number decremented with 1, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So now again I am dividing it with, so this is the previous number 1. Okay, so 1 and now again I am multiplying with 1 plus 1. Okay, 1 plus 1, that is 2. So now it is equal to 1. So actually in the edges it will be 1. So to get that one I am using this logic. So see here, I want to print here 3. So what is that 3? So this is the row value which we are going to assign. Okay, now again I want to print 3. How we are going to print 3? Okay, this is divided by 1. So that is equal to 3. Now 3 will be there, and now it will be multiplied with decrement, its decrement, and again here in the denominator 1 will be present, and again it will be multiplied with its own increment. Okay, 2. So now 2 2 will get cancelled and it is equal to 3. See now here, so 3 will be present and also 2 will be present. Sorry, 3 into 2 into, and 2 will be decremented, that is 1, and it is going to get divided with 1 into 2 into, and see here now it is going to be incremented with 3. So this is equal to 6 by 6, that is 1. So likewise see here, for the 4 value, that is this is the value of the row. Now we are going to assign it, and so we are going to divide it with 1, so that is equal to 4. And for the next value, what we are going to do, so we are going to take 4 and we will decrement with 1 value, and in the denominator we will take 1, so we will take 1, that is previous value, and we will increment with 1, that is 2. So what is the total value here? That will be 6. Okay, for this value what we are going to do, 4 into 3, so we will decrement with 1 now, and we will divide it with previous value, that is 1 into 2 into, and again we will increment with 1. Sorry, that is going to be 3. So its value is, so 3 into, so this will be cancelled, and here the value is equals to 6. Okay, now we will check this. So previous values are 4 into 3 into 2, 2, and it is 2 is decremented with 1, and now in the denominator the previous value is 1 into 2 into 3, and it is going to be incremented with 1 value, so the total value will be 1. Okay, so that is how our logic works. So what is our logic main is, so what is our logic here? So for, so r is equals to, sorry, column is equals to 1, okay, column is equals to 1, column less than or equals to k, okay, c plus plus. So within that we want to print something. Okay, so what do you want to print? Printf something percentage d, percentage d comma, so the value you want to print. Okay, so let us take, so we are generally starting the values with 1. Okay, so 1 1 1. So what I am going to take, int p is equals to 1, I am taking like this, and here int numerator is equals to r value, because see here we are taking 2, that is the value of the so here numerator is 2, that is the value of the row. Here we are taking 3, that is the value of the row. Here we are taking 4, that is the value of the row. So that's why I am taking numerator is equals to row, and int denominator is equals to 1. Okay, so here starting value is 1, so that's why I am taking for each row that will be 1. Now what I want to do after that, printing d, so see here we have printed 1. Okay, after that I want to print this one 2. How I can do that? Let us see. So p is equals to p into numerator comma p is equals to p divided by denominator. So you can perform these two operations in the one statement, but to avoid the confusion I have written two statements. Okay, this is for numerator and this is for denominator. So see here, so I want to print p. So here p value is 1 and it is multiplied with numerator. Here the numerator value is 2. It is 2. Okay, so this output will be 2 and here this output will be 1 divided by 1, that is going to be 1. So total 2 divided by 1, that is going to be 2. So after that what we will do, we will increment with, so numerator we are going to decrement, okay, and denominator, so and denominator we are going to increment. Okay, see here we are going to decrease the numerator by 1 value and increase the denominator by 1 value. Okay, so this will decrease the numerator by 1 value. Okay, so this is how the logic works. So let us see here. So I will just remove this. So symbol printing. Okay, let us see first is symbol printing only. So let us print this one. Okay, so let us remove this and we will check this. So see here, this is the normal pyramid pattern, and now I want to print something into p is equals to 1, into numerator is equals to rho, into denominator is equals to 1. Now I want to print that p value. After printing p value, p is equals to p into numerator comma p is equals to p divided by denominator. After that I want to decrease numerator and increase numerator. Okay, so these are the variables which we need to declare, and this is the logic which we need to follow for printing Pascal triangle. Another thing we want to note here is, so for in the looping we are using, so we are starting the value with zeros. So see here, everything is 0 because here we have seen something like, so we have started the values with 0. So that is why we are using the zeros for each loop. So let us check it. So see here, so 1 1 1 1 2 1 1 3 3 1. So this is how the logic works. So let us check with another value, that is 5. Okay, so in the edges we got one value, so in the middle we got the correct value, that is adding of the before row. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, hit the like button and also share my video with your friends. For future videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below.